everyone, Christina Del Rey with your astrology forecast for November 15th, 2020. We have Venus squaring off with the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. Then Venus later in the week is going to square off with Saturn. In the middle of the week, we have Uranus opposite Mercury, and that is going to bring some big surprises, some big truths, and maybe even some secrets coming out in the open. Let's take a look at your sign for the week, but first, hit that subscribe button, share, and like. Thank you. So Virgo, last week we had Jupiter-Pluto, the final meeting of these two planets in your house of relationships. This is intense. This also could have to do with children and creative projects and your talents. So something that you saw April 4th, June 30th, and then again on Thursday, you saw the final power of this happening. Some kind of major change was happening in your, in this area for you. So your relationship or your children or your creative projects will never look the same again, because this is 2020 and this is where you are told you have to restructure your life. So just to make sure that you change this part of your life, Venus is coming along and it's going to square these planets. So that you'll probably feel that intensely on Sunday, Monday-ish, and maybe even, Saturday before. But this is going to be in relationships and values. So, maybe a romantic partner has different take on values than you, or maybe they want to spend money in a way that you don't, or there's some kind of clash here that you kind of have to figure out. Maybe some kind of material gains that you want to acquire that seems fun, but maybe you have different opinions about it. But there's something here that needs a renegotiation or a movement on it. And Venus and Pluto can be passionate. It can be there can be some anger in this area. So this is also like self-esteem too. So there might be a motivation on how you do a creative project, and that boosts, that's a move to boost your self-esteem. But there's something here going on in these two areas of your life. And then on Thursday, Venus is going to square Saturn in the same part of the sky. So Saturn is more like the authority and kind of blocking you from something. So it could be with an authority figure, or it could just be, this is the traditional way we did it, so we're just going to keep doing it this way. And you're like, no, we're not. We're changing it. This could be within a relationship as well. So just be on the lookout for that. So on Tuesday, we have Mercury opposing Uranus, and this has happened 3 times in the past couple of months. So we saw this on October 7th, we saw this on October 19th, and then we see it again on November 17th. So if you were reviewing some kind of news that you had gotten, or if you were reviewing some kind of truth about your neighborhood, about a sibling maybe, about a contract, there might be some news coming to you that you didn't realize before, or news that comes to you that, this could be a letter, this could be a phone call, but something comes to you where, it gives you a new insight. And this could have to do with legal matters as well. If you are in a legal matter, you could be getting news on that. If you, this could be some kind of news on travel. Maybe it makes you change things. There's something, or maybe it just comes to you from somewhere and it affects people who are overseas, or maybe you have family overseas and it affects them. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it's going to make you look at it differently, and it may come in as a surprise. And lastly, we had Mars last week going direct, and this was happening for you in a place in the sky that has to do with joint money. This is like intimacy, romance and intimacy. This also has to do with money that you get from other places. So, and secrets as well. So Mars going direct in this area, if there's money that you're waiting on, or money that you're thinking about spending, or when Mars goes direct, it has a like an intense effect. So Mars is like action, drive, anger, will. It's, you know, release of emotions when it goes forward, because when it was going retrograde, it was all pent up inside. So there might be a release of some kind of feelings for you, hopefully in a constructive way and not, you know, in a violent way. But, you know, you might have felt a surge of anger. You might have felt a surge of emotion there. So, you know, hopefully things will get started and get back to normal for you and start moving forward. And any kind of monies that you are going to spend, move forward as well. Well, Virgo, it is an intense week. You are making lots of changes in your area of children, romance, and creative projects. And nobody is getting out of 2020 without making huge changes. So, you know, my advice is go with it. Don't fight it. And you will step into 2021 more powerful. Have a great week.